I can't believe I'm putting myself on the internet looking like this. I have tape on my forehead. It is my alternative to Botox. It's nothing new. No, I'm not the creator of it, but I'm just saying I cannot afford it. And I am seeing myself getting older and older and older every single day. So I just thought I would do a little vlog today. I am at home with my kids. We are just chilling. I've done so much cleaning this morning. My son is having the nap of a lifetime. I'm probably jinxing it. I'm currently making some pureed steamed apples for my son. He's 6 months old and I'm aware that there's strawberry on me. If you're in Australia or in Sydney, I don't really know where else in Australia they are. If you haven't been, this is your sign to go to Harris Farm. I could not believe the prices of stuff at Harris Farm. I've taken 6 apples out of here already. So this is a massive bag of apples, organic apples, $7.99 I think it was. And that in 2023 is unheard of as far as I'm aware. My daughter is very into Gabby's Dollhouse. If you follow me on TikTok, you'll know that a lot of our stuff here is Gabby's Dollhouse related. It's really tricky because I want to start doing vlogs. My main purpose for it is to bring content to the internet of real mums doing real stuff and not only flooding the internet with highlight reels of mum life, which is what I came across when I was a first-time mum, which is why I started a podcast. It's not very well known just yet, but my podcast is called The Pooch, and it's basically a platform for me to share what real mum life experience is, particularly for a first-time mum. Everything from how you feel about your body, how you feel about the experience of becoming a mum, all that kind of stuff. And I put it out there because when I was a first-time mum, all I could find on the internet was highlight reels of mums, you know, looking incredible, bouncing back after like 2 weeks postpartum. And, you know, little did I know they were very perfectly positioned photos of, you know, yeah, some people naturally go, you know, I put on so much weight in pregnancy, so that was just not even a reality. I could barely walk 2 weeks after giving birth, and that's that I had a cesarean. That's a story for another time. So I decided to create a podcast. I've had very good feedback from those who have heard it. So if you haven't heard it and you're interested in this content, it's called The Pooch. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts. Basically, I want to do this YouTube channel to add to that content, to share bits of my life, share day-to-day stuff, struggles, the good stuff, the bad stuff, what I do, you know, as a postpartum mum, 6 months in. I'm currently on parental leave. So the tricky thing is that I don't want to share my kids' faces online. And so I'm here with my kids all the time, mostly alone. And I'm trying to make this content with them in the background. My daughter particularly, she knows that she's not in the videos and she wants to kind of chime in. So she wants to keep telling you stuff. Oh, there she is. For my son's pureed apple, I've chopped up 6 apples. This is the way I steam fruit. So I put it in this stainless steel sieve colander thing. I'm gonna chuck some water in there, chuck a lid on top. Now, I also feel like making something fun. I've got I peeled them because I wasn't sure how they would go being puree. But I have all the peels. So I feel like making a yummy snack for my daughter. If I kind of fry them up with some coconut sugar or something. Cheeky snack, maybe? I don't cook from recipe. I don't write things down, so I never know how they're going to turn out. Everything is trial and error. I'm just an improvising type of person and I'm not good. So I'll let you know if this works out. I'm going to chuck some butter in a fry pan. I have some coconut sugar. I'm just going to add the apple peels. I don't know. This is hilarious, actually, because I literally don't know what I'm doing. So I'm thinking that's not going to do anything. So I'm going to chuck that in the air fryer. Maybe it will turn into like sweet chips. I have no freaking idea what I'm doing. So I've just done that. I'm sticking it in here. Should we go maybe 5 minutes? To be honest, I don't even know how to use an air fryer and they're like the easiest thing on the planet to use. I'll come back in a second. So it turns out to be like this delicious crunchy thing and my toddler said it's disgusting. So let's call it fiber. Pretend I didn't put sugar in there. Something I wanted to talk about in making this content is I don't know what people want to see. I know that I'm always in two minds, constantly, you know, a battle between my heart and my head. I know exactly what I want to put out there in terms of realistic images of mum life, so that new mums or anyone who's in kind of my shoes feels that they're not the only ones, feels that they're not isolated in this whole journey. I'm also in two minds about the type of content that I want to put out, because I will gravitate towards visually calming and appealing stuff. You all right, baby? Okay, just be careful. If I'm watching anything on YouTube, if I'm watching vlogs or whatever, I like visually appealing content. I want to know that I'm not the only one who's a hot mess on any given day, who hasn't got their shit together. I want to know that that's the case. And it really impacted me to only see content out there of mums who had their basically shit together. It didn't even seem like they had kids, because their bodies bounced back straight away, their life bounced back straight away. Everything was Insta-worthy, and it was really, really beautiful. But I find that now, with the knowledge that that's not reality, I guess I know what's behind the camera, and I know when people are, you know, anyone that you see having bounced back in 2 weeks, there is literally no chance in hell that their body has bounced back in 2 weeks. Some people are in the position where they haven't put on heaps of weight, and then they're able to take photos angled really well. But to literally have gone back to your pre-pregnancy body in 2 weeks, I believe is absolutely impossible. So now, with this frame of mind, I'm much more capable to watch content like that and not let it impact me deeply and actually cause me a sense of, you know, reflection and go, oh my God, I really, really don't have my shit together. But on the other hand, I personally really enjoy watching footage of houses that look nice, people that, you know, style related footage. I love that stuff. I know that I can do that too. I can put that stuff out there too, and maybe I will, and maybe my channel will be a mix. Help me please by commenting down below what type of content you want to see. Let's say you're a new mom, or you're a mom and you watch YouTube vlogs, or you watch content online. What is it that you like to see? Do you like to see hot mess stuff that makes you maybe feel like, thank God I'm not the only one? Do you like to see calm, visually appealing content that, you know, with the knowledge that there's more going on in the background, but that's actually the type of stuff you enjoy? I feel like I'm a mix of the two. I'm really curious to know what you think, what you guys think, because it's really easy to say I'm just going to put all my hot mess life online. But I don't know that that's something that people necessarily enjoy watching. Like, it's kind of like, it's good to know that it exists, but they're not going to sit there and enjoy watching. Like, do you really like me here? I'm filming off an iPhone with sticky tape on my forehead, stains on my shirt, because that's the reality. There is shit everywhere. Oops. Sorry. I am behind with lunch. I haven't even thought about what we're having for dinner. My laundry is upside down. This is the stuff that I put on TikTok. And, you know, just to give a little bit of a sense that that is real life. And the other thing is footage of, let's say, mums who've just had a kid and they manage to really seem to have their shit together. Either it's not real and there's more going on, or it is real, but they are in very different circumstances to the bulk of us. I was watching footage the other day and I was like, oh my God, this family really seemed to have it together. And I was like, yeah, of course, because both parents are home 7 days a week in this footage. So of course the house is spotless, like literally all day, every day. Oh, okay. Here's Gabby. All day, every day, both parents are home. That is not my reality, but like so far from my reality. I am here 7 days a week without my husband, and I get lots of help from my parents, but I am home alone. My house looks like a mum that is home alone with 2 kids 7 days a week. I personally am not going to be mopping floors at 3 a.m. and doing all the chores that need to be done when I should be sleeping, because somebody, and it's not the baby, still doesn't sleep very well. Currently sleeping in my bed, my toddler, who is 3.5, is currently sleeping in my bed. We have been on a sleep journey from day one. And so at night, when she is asleep, I don't really intend to start cleaning my house. My house isn't dirty by any means, but it's definitely not neat. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's dirty. Let's be real. The good stuff that you see online is either really well curated, you're only seeing highlights, or it exists because the person's circumstances are so exceptional. If I was really well off, for example, straight after having my babies, maybe I would have meals prepared for me that were aimed at bouncing back. That were, I'd have that type of support on the side. So when like, let's say a celebrity bounces back straight after birth, I don't imagine that they're going from the hospital to home to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and eat really, really well-rounded meals without heaps of help, without people cooking for them. Having a physio there to help, your core get back in shape. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying what you see out there is exceptional circumstances. So I've removed the tape just because I can't constantly have myself looking hideous online. If you don't know the purpose of the tape, it is to train your muscles to stop moving in certain ways. I'm very expressive with my face. I just did it now, I can feel it. But you're more conscious of it, I guess, after you've been wearing tape. So it's like mini Botox. I've always wondered, and maybe this is a thing, I've always wondered if you could do like Botox hypnosis, right? Where you can be hypnotized not to use certain expressions. Did I just create something new? I don't know. Anyway, back to what I was saying. In summary, it's either a highlight reel showing the best bits. You don't see what's behind the camera. You don't know what needed to happen in order for that content to be created. Nobody has a newborn or a toddler or kids at home with them and is capable of creating the content that you might be seeing. The type of content that I really struggled to watch when I first had a kid. I didn't realize it was a struggle for me to watch it. It was more like it was causing me this sense of like I'm failing massively because these people, many people clearly are able to achieve what I can't. If you can let me know, what is it that you like to see? What type of mum created or mum life vlogging content you want to see? At the time, I also felt like I want to escape from my real life. I don't want to be surrounded by it. As much as I want to know that I'm not the only one, I also want content that allows me to escape. I personally really enjoy watching nicely curated videos, but I need to have the knowledge that they're nicely curated, to have the knowledge that this is what needed to happen in order for successful mum bloggers to be able to put together an awesome video. And there's not a kid in sight and the house looks awesome and they look awesome and they managed to squeeze in a workout. And I watch vlogs and I hear someone say, I'm really failing in my exercise. I haven't been to the gym in like 3 days. I'm just like, that's not helpful to me. Like you don't have to help me, but that stuff made me feel awful. If that's bad, as a new mum, if you think it's bad, like you're failing in some way because you weren't able to get to the gym in 3 days, like I can't tell you the last time I went to the gym. And even if I had a membership, I would find it near impossible to actually go to the gym. So at this point in time, that's going to change. You're going to see change in me as well. This is another reason I wanted this channel. Change. I feel like I'm now 6 months postpartum with my second. I don't intend to have any more at this stage, I think. And I feel like this is my journey of kind of finding myself postpartum. So let me know down below what you want to see. So here we are, hours later. I think I left off making my son apple puree. He absolutely loved it. He smashed it. I'm a little bit, I get a bit scared to give him too much because he's kind of new to food and I'm sure he'll stop when he feels full. Then my guilt kicked in. So I took my daughter to the park because we hadn't left the house all day. I got quite a bit done today. We went down, but yeah, had to get out. So got her down to the park, took a soccer ball. She is obsessed with soccer at the moment. She's 3.5. She's watched the Matilda games. She is just like absolutely in love. And what I love about her is that she's so determined. She practices. So she works out how to do something with the ball. She wants to practice it over and over and over again until she perfects it, which just melts my soul. And that was it. We came home, had some dinner. I haven't eaten yet, of course. I really want to do my nails tonight. I feel like that's going to be a little gift to myself. I've done so much housework today that the house is a bomb. Like, let's be honest. It doesn't matter how many clothes you fold. You're still going to have mountains of clothes to put away, or you're washing still. Anyway, it's always upside down. And I am comfortable with that. So yeah, I think I want to do my nails tonight. if they manage to stay asleep for long enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment down below. Like the video if you did, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.